What's up, everybody? This is another Game of Thrones theory, and I just want to talk about our boy Jon Snow. We all know that Jon Snow is famed for fighting White Walkers, and he has the daunting task of trying to convince everyone that White Walkers actually exist. Poor Jon Snow. He's the only one, pretty much south of the Wall, who's who is telling everybody, other than Samwell Tarly. But the thing about Samwell is inside the Citadel, trying to be a maester and trying to discover ways to fight White Walkers. But he's also got a family to protect. So he has little Sam and his wife. So he has to find a stable place to be. He can't just get up and go like Jon Snow can. So the onus is kind of on Jon Snow to travel from one place to another, and try to convince people that, look, the army of the dead is coming for us. Now we saw that he did go and reach Daenerys Targaryen and pretty much tell her, look, you'll be sitting on a throne of bones. Everyone will be dead. It doesn't matter who rules the Seven Kingdoms if no one is alive. Listen, the Night King is coming for us, and that's just that. The army of the dead is real. Now, he has a hard time trying to convince everybody that this individual is real, and people who are supposed to be dead and in the ground are up and walking. Nonetheless, he does convince Tyrion in an odd kind of way, pretty much because Tyrion doesn't, he needs Jon Snow, and so Tyrion, of course, convinces Dany, look, why not let him go ahead and mine the obsidian, whether it's real or not? But Tyrion does bring up a point that Jorah Mormont saw, before he died, the Lord of the Night's Watch. So he's like, it can't just be a coincidence of people just running around telling lies. Now we know that, pretty much spoiler alert, that they're going to have to go north of the Wall. They're going to have to go to where the White Walkers are and meet the army pretty much in order to capture one, because no one is really convinced that this is real. Now, they're going to go north of the Wall. They're going to take a small group of people with them. I'm not going to say all of who's going to be there, but nonetheless, when they do, Jon is going to get in trouble, and he's going to pretty much call for help. And when he does, he's going to get pretty much all the help he needs. But nonetheless, we do know that Jon is going to be wounded again. Jon is a fighter. He's always in the thick of it. So it just doesn't surprise me that he's going to be wounded again, and pretty much with life-threatening wounds. Now, the thing that everybody is clamoring about is the blue-eyed dragon. Well, we know that when Jon goes north of the walls and sees the army of the dead, that Daenerys Targaryen is the one who's going to come and help him. Okay, we know that this is going to happen, and she's going to show up in full force with all three of her dragons. And when she does, one of her dragons is going to die by the Night King. It's going to fall into the water. The army of the dead is going to retrieve it. That dragon's going to wake up a dead flying dragon. And that's just the facts, Jack. But we still feel for Jon Snow because, he's the guy who's always getting shot, pretty much. So, in these next episodes coming up, you guys, sorry, but don't be surprised if Melisandre has to bring Jon back again. That would not surprise me. Now, I'm going to get into magical people in my next video, but I just wanted to talk about the Blue-Eyed Dragon, and I just wanted to talk about Jon Snow and how I still think that he's not the prince that's promised. Nonetheless, I think he might father the prince that's promised. I think him and Daenerys are going to get together. Anyway, it's your boy Tone 202, and this is Game of Thrones Theory.